Okay, J Vic, of course, is first in the chat. J Vic, what's going on, mate? Thank you for always being so prompt to the live streams. I do really appreciate it, mate. It does really mean a lot to me. Yeah, hope you're having a wicked day. I just need to do a little bit of. We're gonna need to watch. We need to watch ourselves, lads, on YouTube right now. Just so we can send a few links into Discord. But yeah, hope we're all doing well. Not sure how many of you are here as we speak, but regardless, hope we're all having a really nice evening wherever we are in the world. Okay, we popped it in there. Okay. That looks to be me done with Discord. But yeah, JVic, what's going on? It looks like you are joined by one other person. Okay. How we doing? I've managed to come on live a little bit sooner than I expected. I thought I would get home from my football game a lot later than I have. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. To be fair, thought it would be a lot later me getting on. That's why I did arrange it for 10 o'clock. Wasn't to be. But yeah, Quinny and Alex couldn't join me this weekend because this Thursday, because it was just too late for them basically, which is fair enough. Even though I've come on a little bit earlier than I expected. Yeah, next week, we should have Alex and Quinny back on for the little trio that we were sort of doing for the last few weeks, apart from the last 2 weeks, I guess, because I've moved back to the UK, and timing this week has meant that the other two couldn't make it. But yeah, you're stuck with me and only me for this this episode. But yeah, we do have the Belgian League returning this weekend, game week 290. Super excited, to be fair. We don't have Asia, which is a little bit annoying because a load of my under 23 goalkeepers are, of Asian J League teams. So that's kind of hurt my plans this week in terms of like how many teams I can really get out. But it is what it is. We sort of just have to just roll with the punches, I guess. One thing I will mention, so from the rewards that I won, I'm going off topic now, but regardless, these rewards that I won last week, Tuesday, sorry. So from last game week, two of them were 24 years old, basically. And I saw Zurao put something on Twitter saying, you can open a ticket with Sorare and they'll rectify the mistake of, giving me a 24 or two 24-year-olds in the under 23 tiers. And it's not a massive deal. Like, I didn't want to be too petty, but I messaged Sorare or I emailed them and they got back to me straight away. And I've sent the players off to Sorare's official account. So if you search Sorare official, my Pedro Ferreira, there he is. So these two, I transferred over. So basically, you transfer the cards to them, and they'll give me, two under 23 rewards of similar value to those two players that I picked up. They're both good players. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like annoyed at who I got. It's just more the fact that like they're not under 23. So yeah, that's kind of good from Sorare in terms of rectifying that. So promptly they said it would take 40, the next 48 hours to sort of give me my new rewards, which is not bad. Like I'm not in no rush, but yeah, it's just nice that they've sort of sorted that out, to be honest. But yeah, like I said, Belgium is back. I have degened into some limited cards, which you can see here. I've got a start of, I do have a specialist team with these 5 new guys that I've bought. I bought a Sean Johnson, MLS goalkeeper, Big Wesley for Anderlecht, Holzhauser, who's moved to Leuven, I believe, in the Belgium league. I've bought Edward. Am I going to say this right? Spurtian. However you're going to pronounce it. Yeah, it went crazy last weekend, to be fair, 88. They do play at home this weekend against Spartak. I am tempted to pick up somebody else that isn't him, and then tie Baribo as one of the L15s under 40, along with Holzhauser. They both are my under L15. Sorry, L15s under 40. So yeah, that's how that team qualifies. Still trying to sell this reward from Tuesday. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have much utility for him in my gallery. Midfielders is where I'm like stupidly stacked, really. It's a bit unfortunate for this player. He's somebody that I've had on my radar for a little while, actually. But he's just not really going to cut it right now. I could hold him, I guess, but I'd rather him gone just so I can sort of recycle the ETH and put it into something more useful, in that sense. I did buy an Ike Ugbo. I'm not sure if I've been on stream since I did that. But yeah, I did that, hoping that he gets a move to Burnley. I did buy a Gorna as well. He's just recently moved to Leipzig. But apart from that, there's not much really going on. I saw Jens Odegaard is playing tonight in Conference League or some sort of European competition. They're 1-0 up. And he's won a penalty, which is nice to see. And I'm just very happy that I picked one up because, yeah, I was short on the 23 forwards. And it's just nice to see that he's sort of, started off his AZ career in a very good way. And they're 1-0 up there, so that's cool. Who have we got here? Scott Marshall also got a Holzhauser for my specialist team. Think he could do really well this week. Yeah, that's the idea. I think he's going to be a very meta card this week. Gaza says, "Good evening, Harry, sir. Late one today, but yes, you're still on the big TV. Gaza, you are treating me far too well. I do really appreciate that, mate. Honestly, it does really mean a lot to me. Hope you're well, though, Gaza. You excited for this upcoming game week? Have you got a lot of Belgian boys in those teams? Let me know. Jargy's in. Oh, I just realized you're live now, Harry. Glad I managed to join. Yeah, I did reply to you earlier on Twitter, actually, Jargy. You said obviously you wouldn't be able to make it, but I've managed to come on a bit earlier than expected. So yeah, happy to see you in. Fred, Kyoto has a major COVID outbreak. Good luck selling that. Interesting. Okay, fair enough. I didn't know that. Not in much of a rush to do so. Like I said, if he goes, he goes. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Not really the end of the world. But yeah, like I said, I did degen into a specialist limited team. For game week 290, I've been holding like a little bit of ETH, 0.6, 0.7 ETH, not really knowing what to do with it really, and just thought, you know what, let's just buy some limiteds and have some fun. Quinny has been in the back of what he told me probably a month ago now. It just spices things up a little bit. I'm so focused on under 23s and super rares and rares and stuff. It just gets a bit not stale, but it's just nice to just have a few things going on outside of that sometimes, instead of just fully concentrating on under 23s all the time, which I love doing. That's where my bread and butter is and where my main knowledge base is. But yeah, it's always nice to just come outside of that comfort zone, I guess, sometimes and sort of explore different divisions and whatever. Sean Newsham has joined the party. Haroldini. Sean, what's going on, mate? Thank you for joining us this evening. Well, I guess it's not really that much of an evening where you are yet. JVIC, Antwerp and Rapid, both 0-0 today. I wouldn't be surprised if Tuzla scored against AZ in the last minute. Well, that wouldn't be fun for anyone that has an AZ goalkeeper or a defensive stack. Jargy says, I've seen you picked up Baribo. He is a great player, in my opinion. Should have his breakout season this season. Oh, that's good to know. I'll be honest, I only bought him for the specialist, but I'm probably going to start collecting more and more limiteds and not sort of just selling after I've used them one situation, because that's just not profitable, really. So yeah, I'm going to sort of make a little collection of limiteds and just sort of fit them in where I can, whether that's specialist, underdog, whatever that is. I do also have a few limiteds down here. I plan to make an MLS under 23 team. Obviously, Hassel is still injured, so that hasn't really worked out for me yet. But when it does, hopefully, I'll have a playing goalkeeper on my hands. But Okay, let's have a look at this upcoming game week. And yeah, I am very interested, obviously, in this specialist limited. So we got 5,200 participants so far, 33 rare card prizes on offer. Obviously, star rares for 1 and 2. Some big boys in there, I think. Yeah, the big boys are in: Mbappe, Kimmich, Vinicius Jr., Lionel Messi. Yeah, some big boys in here. Really big boys, to be fair. So it's hard not to want to play it, really, especially when you're using limiteds. And then underdogs, now you basically don't need a goalkeeper, as far as I'm aware. So that's something that I might play as well if I have enough players left over. And then underdog rare, I might have enough rares, maybe not actually. I think I'm short on forwards this game week. Got specialist rare, underdog super rare. I don't have enough super rare forwards to play that. Got the super rare kickoff, unique kickoff, and then all the normal divisions. What have we got? 11,006 in All Star Limited. Okay, that's not bad. Some good numbers there. All Star Rare, just under 10k. Under 23s, 800. All Star Rare Pro, just under a grand. 1,000. Under 23 Rare Pro or Pro, 238. That's a nice number. That is going to be my rare, the main division that I'm targeting this week. Like I said, I only have one playing rare goalkeeper this week, and obviously he is an under 23 keeper, so he will be going into that lineup. And I have a few super rares that I want to utilize. Apart from that, I'm not really interested in too much else. Obviously, I will try and stick in an ETH grinding all-star team. But yeah, I won't have a playing goalkeeper. I think we've got 2 more game weeks, isn't it? I think, well, maybe 3 technically. Game week 290, 291, and then 292 is the last game week, I believe, that you can use commons in the rare divisions. Gaza says, send you my teams on Discord, mate, easier. Okay, I didn't have Discord up, but I'm getting it started back up now, Gaza, so I'll have a little look. Just looking at Gaza's teams. Ooh, he's gone Captain Carlos Heel. He's gone Gustavo Bo, Thiago Martins. That's a very nice team. Sean Johnson and Joel Waterman. I really like your America Pro. All-Star Pro, Christian Roldan, Luis Araujo, Callens, Bossett, and Nui. I'm not sure how to pronounce that Austrian forward that you have there, but looks a nice looking team. Ruud Vormer, Valdez, Johnny Russell, and Herrera, Joe Willis. Okay, I like that specialist team. Specialist limited team. We've got Roldan, Herrera, Brenner, Alan Franco, and Rafael Romo. And then what have we got? Underdog limited. You've gone in with a underdog super rare team as well. Okay, you're going all out this week, to be fair. Guys, a fair play then an all-star team. I know you guys couldn't see that, but I was kind of just just giving a little lowdown on your teams. Yeah, massive good luck to you, Gaza, this week. Some nice teams there, to be honest. Georgie says you can't use commons in 292. Okay, so I'm guessing 291 is the last time you can use them. Foythy's in the building. Joshy, what's going on, mate? Nice stream time. This very much approve. Yeah, this is kind of the sweet spot. I think 9 o'clock. That's 4 p.m. Eastern time in the US. Obviously 9 in the UK. It kind of just fits well, to be fair. And it's a nice time. It's cooler now, so I'm not having to worry about sweating my balls off in my room. What's this? I'm going to play with 6 teams next play round. Okay, 6 teams or 6 lineups. That's going to be more than me, to be fair. I'm not going to get 6 lineups out. But yeah, really excited for this game week. I'm going to head over to the lineup builder because, like I said, I do have a main objective this week, and that is to build myself a really nice under 23 Rare Pro lineup. That's where my bread and butter is. That's where I always start. And like I said, the only playing goalkeeper I have in rare form is an under 23 in the form of Martin van der Voort. I don't love the fixture, obviously, away to Club Bruges. It's going to be, I'd be shocked if there wasn't goals in this game. I'd also be shocked if he didn't concede 3. It could be a 4-3 game. It could be anything, basically. So, not really too hopeful on a clean sheet in that sense. There's obviously no Asian goalkeepers to worry about, so there's not much competition there. There's obviously a few Belgium under 23 playing goalkeepers, so there is competition. It's not as if Van der Voort is the only the only under 23, of course. The only thing is I do not play is under 23, so I need to watch the expert. I wouldn't call myself an expert. I'm just obsessed. But yeah, still load like I don't think you can ever really be an expert. There's loads of luck involved. But yeah, I do know a thing or two about football, which helps. Yeah, against Bruges. Yeah, I don't love the fixture, but it is what it is. I don't have any options. It's kind of a no-brainer. Jaji says, have you managed to join the World League thing, Harry on Sorare data? I joined the last minute in D12, the only Israel manager that participates in it. That's awesome. You're representing your country. I really like that. No, but I haven't actually joined that. I was tagged in the initial tweet, and I've had my girlfriend over from America for the last 10 days. So I've been a little bit clocked out of Twitter and stuff. Like I've been on, but not as much as I'd like. So yeah, I've kind of missed the boat with that that World Series thing. It looks amazing. I do want to get involved. I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce your name right. Is it Bassies Tenj? I'm not sure if that's right. Can you give me an easier name for me, some sort of nickname? But yeah, he's saying he's from Belgium. Saying he's from Netherlands, sorry, near Belgium, so easy to follow. I was actually in Amsterdam last week, Tuesday to Thursday. Amsterdam was very, very fun. Baz is good. Okay, Baz, lovely to meet you. But yeah, I was actually in your country last week, and I had the best time ever. First time in Amsterdam, I absolutely loved it. If anyone's been, you're going to know how good it is. If you haven't been, get yourself to Amsterdam. My name is Baz, but only people outside Netherlands call me Baz or Baz. Okay, we'll go with Baz. Baz sounds a bit more funky than Baz. Okay, defender wise, again, I'm not blessed with options. I would like to go with Sergio Gomez. He is injured. There's a lovely fixture there. If anyone has Anderlecht players this weekend, you basically have to play him. I would say a really good fixture at home to Oostend. Expect a bit of a slap in, to be fair. Foythi, if you're still in the building, I'm sure he'll agree. Really good fixture for Anderlecht. So yeah, if you've got any Anderlecht players that are fit, that aren't Sergio Gomez, I'm sure you have to try and fit them into your teams if possible. Diego Palacios, I did end up selling my reward. I had two. I got a new version as a reward. Ended up selling him for like 1.11 ETH, nothing crazy, but didn't need two of him. So I'm left with the old card. He was suspended last weekend. It's a good fixture, way too sporting on paper, but I just don't love the fixture. There's no guarantee that he walks straight back into the team for me. So yeah, and Valentino Barco isn't going to play. So I'm left with a very easy choice of picking my first super rare of two in the form of George Campbell. Away to LA Galaxy. I don't love the fixture for Atlanta. Atlanta aren't the best defensively recently. They've got better, but they're still not amazing. They're still leaking goals. So yeah, I do expect there to be a lot of action for George Campbell. You've got Chicharito, Dejan Joveljic up front for LA Galaxy, probably. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of action in terms of, calling up on him to, defend a lot more than he might at home. Yeah, at home, Atlanta have a lot of the ball, and George Campbell does really well in possession, to be fair. So I'm hoping that his defensive contributions can kind of outweigh the passing contributions that he would have at home, if that makes sense. I'm just kind of justifying playing him, but at the end of the day, I don't have any other choice, to be completely honest. So yeah, he goes in as one of my two super rares. What we've got here, Jonathan B's in the building. Jonathan, what's going on, mate? Thank you for joining the stream. Lovely to see you in here. I hope you're doing well. Baz says, what is the main reason for you to play under 23 utility? The main reason, to be completely honest, is the prizes. The prizes on offer are just incredible in terms of the higher end of things. You've got Mbappe's, your Haaland's, when the European season is playing, it just, and even for example, if you win a tier 3 under 23 player and he turns out to be a 17-year-old player who plays for Ghent, right? But he might not start right now. You've got so many years before you even have to think about selling him and worrying about him starting, because he's 17. He's got a crazy amount of years left until his under 23 eligibility is up, right? comparing that to like if you play, and I'm not slandering challenger players or champion players, but if you play one of the regions and you're getting a tier 3 and he's like a 34-year-old whoever, there's only so many years left of that player, right? So for me, it's more like the longevity of the prizes that I'm like trying to get, if that makes sense. And like I said, I love the higher end of things. There's some huge under 23 players. And then even at the bottom end of things, I'm not that disappointed when I get a tier 3, if that makes sense. Where if I got a tier 3 in one of the regions, chances are, it could very well be some old guy who's basically going to retire soon. Foyty says, get out of here with your regional hate. I mean, I had a lot of fun in Challenger. Don't get me wrong. I had a lot of fun in Challenger. I loved it. Before like transitioning just like solely into under 23s, I'm not saying I have nothing bad to say about it, but that's just like my comparison. That's just the reason why I play under 23s over the regions, basically. But don't get me wrong. I hate Champions Europe. I can say that with all my heart. I never won one card in Champions Europe, and I had a decent lineup. I couldn't get near it. Challenger, I had a lot more luck. And yeah, love Challenger way more than Champion, but ultimately under 23s is where it's at for me. Okay, Jonathan says, just had a Sorare related website called like ProRare YouTube adverts. When I clicked on this stream, that's a new one. Oh, I've never heard of that, Jonathan. I'll have to have a look into that. Foythy says, yeah, Champion is the cancer. I agree. It's just like, for me, it was just a pointless division to play in. Baz says he plays Challenger I mean, if you have expert knowledge in one specific region and that region tends to be, or that league, Eredivisie, is in Challenger, then it'd be stupid for you not to go Challenger. Like, don't get me wrong. You have to play at what you're good at, isn't it? It's like, I'm not going to play NBA. Or I'm not going to be an NBA player because I'm just not tall enough, right? It just kind of works like that. If you're from the Netherlands and you know a lot about the Eredivisie, you'd be stupid not to, apply that knowledge. And it's basically an edge ultimately, isn't it? It's like, your edge is the Eredivisie. Go into there and smash that. I feel like my edge is under 23s. I'm going to go in there. Obviously, there's other elements to it, but ultimately it comes down to, where can you find that little edge? Foythy said, yeah, unless you have like 100 ETH gallery. Yeah, it just don't make sense unless you're just playing this game and just spunking crazy money in here. If you're playing on like a tighter budget, Champion just isn't the way to go for me. Okay, midfielder. We're toggling the opposition to score, so we're looking at the highest down to the lowest. Gorner is at the top of that. He's just recently moved to Salzburg, but I'm told, and what I've seen in the press, that he's going to be transitioned in pretty slowly. So yeah, for me, he's just not going to be pickable this week, even though it's a really nice fixture on paper. Paradella's been in and out of the side recently. I don't like the uncertainty around him, so I won't be touching him. And then next on the list is the one and only Super 8 Yari Sharon, which I'm over the moon to say that it looks like he's going to be playing in a more central role this season, according to the preseason games, which I'm literally so happy about. He's played out wide last year again, in a company formation in like a 4-4-2. It just didn't suit him. He's not physical. He's not fast enough really to be playing out there, and his qualities just don't really suit playing out wide, in my opinion. He's a number 10, number 8 all day long for me. And I think we're going to see a really, really impressive Yari Sharon. And I'm hoping to see a very, very good AA score from him on the weekend, like I said. Anderlecht do have a great fixture. We have an Alvaro Burrell, who has a good fixture, I think. Nashville are a good team, to be honest. But if Burrell plays in the 10, he could score quite well. If he plays out wide, I don't fancy him to score very well. And that all depends on Luciano Acosta, who I think is still suspended, who's the normal number 10 for Cincinnati. So I probably won't play Burrell here. Yari Sharon is a shoe-in to play for me. I'm just having a look down here to see what else I've got. Perea won't start, I don't think. Frankie Amaya away to Austin. He might do okay, to be fair, as a super rare. But in terms of like an attacking midfielder, he just isn't it. And I just can't compare him to Yari. Paxton might do okay away to Salt Lake. Varela will probably do well at home. He did come off injured last game, though, so there's a little bit of doubt around him. And then we've got Pablo Ruiz down here at home to Dallas, which I do like the fixture of. He scored like 90, I think, last week. Got himself a goal. But Yari Sharon definitely stands out here. and that allows us to play our second super rare. We don't have to worry about super rares now because we've played them both. We've got a defender and a midfielder. Forward options picks itself. Jesus Ferreira away to Salt Lake. Every time I watch Dallas, they're always way better away from home for whatever reason. So yeah, for me, no brainer. I don't even know if Ugbo is even in the squad, the gang squad right now. I know they're trying to get rid of him, so I don't even think he's playable, to be honest. And obviously, I still wouldn't play him ahead of Ferreira anyway. So this team's kind of picked itself, really. The extra position is going to be a little tricky, but nothing too much to contemplate, I don't think. Paradella, if I really knew he was going to start, then I'd probably go with him just because of his AA score recently. Sergio Gomez would be lovely to play to stack with Yari, but of course he is injured. Palacios is a possibility. Burrell is definitely one of the candidates, but even though the opposition score isn't great, I think I just have to go with Pablo Ruiz. I can't use any more super rares. If I had a rare Varela, then I'd possibly play him. But it's basically out of Pomical, Ruiz, and Paradella. For me, it just has to be Pablo Ruiz, to be honest. That does mean Ferreira and Ruiz are playing against each other, but it doesn't really matter. One's a midfielder, one's a forward. I'm not really too bothered about that. And yeah, I'm just hoping for goals, basically. Okay, sorry, I haven't checked the chat for a few minutes. Baz says, I made football videos back in the day. So from that period, I know some pro players and I'm active in the world of football, so I need to use that expertise. Mate, yeah, do whatever you can to get that edge 100%. If you can get some inside info or whatever it is, yeah, definitely go with it. Georgie says he has to go. Georgie, sad to see you leave. But yeah, glad to have had you for the first 27 minutes of the stream. Do really appreciate it, Georgie. And yeah, have a wicked evening. Baz says Dallas underperformed. So much quality, but concede 11 times in a row. Had the Dallas stack because I know Pice, but now I only play Areola and Ferreira. Yeah, I had a Pice at one point as well before he aged out of under 23s. Yeah, Dallas, they're a good counter-attacking team. They'll score goals, but like you said, they'll definitely concede goals as well. So yeah, that's probably a good idea just to have an attacking stack of Dallas and yeah, find a defensive stack elsewhere. I don't think it makes sense to get anyone else in. Okay, so this under 23 pro team kind of picked itself, to be honest. So we're going to throw it in to here. So we're going to go Van der Voort. I'm still happy that Van der Voort's got his season bonus, so he's on 11.5 XP, which is just really nice to see. George Campbell, where's he to? Yari Vasharan, Jesus Ferreira, and Pablo Ruiz. It's an easy captain for me. Jesus Ferreira is way more decisive, capable, and he's been taking set pieces recently as well, which is also very nice to see in terms of improving his AA score from last season. Loco Leg Lock. Yo, Harry. What's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. I do recognize you from Twitter. Yeah, really pleased to have you in the stream. Hope you are having a good day. I actually filmed a Sorare side games video today, which will be going out in the next few days. I'm pretty sure you were one of the guys who asked me, about Sorare data and the leagues and whatever. So I've made a video kind of explaining it all. Not just for you, but definitely, yeah, you were a big reason why. Sorry, I'm just checking my emails here because I had a bit of a complication last night. Okay, so basically, I tweeted out. I basically made an MLB video last night with one of the American guys in the community, and yeah, the platform that I used it on, like I click record and stuff, and it just won't show me my recording. And I've just had an email back from them to say that the person has just logged in to see why there wasn't any recordings. Looks like there was something on the server side asking our developers to upload your recording. We'll be back with you with updates ASAP. Thank you for reporting. So yeah, hopefully I can get that footage, because that would be very annoying if I've lost that footage. Loco said he'll watch. That's awesome. Tom says hit the like button. Let's go, Tom. Tom's hit the like button. Like anyone else, if you haven't, please do hit the like button, lads. It does really, really mean a lot to me. I know it's tedious, me asking, but honestly, it means a stupid amount to me. Okay, so under 23 pro team is locked in. Should we do our specialist limited next? Because this kind of picks itself. I think I have one gap that I might need to fill. Sean Johnson is my only playing keeper. I would do this on Sorare data, but there's no point, to be honest, because I don't have any complications really. Sean Johnson at home to Inter Miami seems too good to be true in terms of a clean sheet for me. And yeah, no brainer. Big Wesley at home to Oostend. We've said Anderlecht have a great fixture. I'm hoping he can pass his way to 100. So we're throwing him in. Here we have to play Holzhauser because he does qualify as our L15 under 40, or one of the two of them. We then have Ty Baribo, who then qualifies as well. So we're all qualified now. We only need two L15s under 40, and then we have an extra player. I did buy Edward of Krasnodar. I like him a lot. I don't know how good of a fixture that is. Well, I mean, I know Spartak are okay, and so are Krasnodar. Okay, this is the question for the chat. Do I go out and buy a Morioka, or do I just play Big Edward here? What should I do? Should I spunk 0.18 ETH on a Morioka and throw him in here, or do we play with Big Edward? Let me know in the comments, or let me know in the live chat. Other than that, I don't like anyone else that I really have here. The rest of them are all my MLS guys who, just aren't going to be good enough, to be honest. For the specialist, I need somebody with, I'm able to use an L15 above 60, basically, so I might as well use it. Tom Carter said Big Ed. Ooh. Raheem Price, Harry, when will we get the MLB game weeks? Good question. I think, well, the guy that I spoke to last night, Soren Noobs, he said within the next week and a half, basically, I think. Don't quote me on that, but that's what he told me. Do we go with Big Ed, or do we go out and buy a Morioka? I think I've spelled that wrong, but yeah, what do we do? Do we spunk 0. whatever ETH? What is it? 0.18 ETH on a Morioka. Splurge the F. Ooh. Somebody wants me to spunk my ETH. Oh. When will we... Wait there. No, I mean your team. Oh, you mean you want to see my team for the MLB? Is that what you're saying, Raheem? I mean, I can definitely show you. Let's just finish doing this team here. Foythi, what have we got to add? Do you think I should buy a Morioka? I'd obviously keep him long term as well. I'd play him, wherever I can. But do I buy one? Is it worth it? Raheem said, yeah, even the comments. Yeah, I'll show you my MLB comment side in a minute. The guy that I made the video with last night helped me build my little team. So yeah, I can show you that. I'll be honest, I don't really know too much about it, but I can just obviously show you it. Do I buy him? Chase says go with Ed. Oh, do I go with Big Ed? I really like him. I really, really like him. I wanted to pick up a rare, but I've kind of missed the boat. Pretty sure he takes set pieces as well, which is a criteria that I'm an absolute sucker for. When it comes to under 23 players, especially midfielders. Okay, where was it? So they played here. As you can see, he did take set pieces from one side. Well, we got 1 goal, 4 key passes, 88% pass accuracy, 1 cross, 2 long balls, 3 shots on target, 1 off, 2 blocked, 2 out of 2 dribble attempts, 6 out of 10 ground duels, 2 out of 2 aerial, lost the ball 15 times, was fouled 3 times, 1 interception, 1 tackle, 1 error led to shot. But do I fancy them against Spartak? Spartak are normally a decent side. I'm guessing they had a man sent off last week away. Okay. I mean, they still got Quincy. They got Nicholasson up front. I mean, I'm not too scared of that team, especially with Krasnodar being home. So maybe I'll just stick with him and maybe just go with what you guys are saying. Joshy said Nuba might be cheaper for you if you don't want to spend too much. Okay. So Foythi says, I think you should buy an L15. Okay, interesting. Tom says change mine, go for Morioka. Ooh. Investment wise, I guess maybe not. Before results, maybe get there, and that's all worth, I guess. I got Otani in my pull. Nice, Raheem. That's a really nice pull. Josh says Morioka matchup's really good. Go check who is Cherenkov? Oh yeah, I've seen this guy before actually. Yeah, what's this guy up to? £44. Let's go back on Krasnodar. Let's see his Krasnodar. This guy. 90 minutes, 92% pass completion. That's nice. 3 key passes, 4 interceptions, a couple of ground duels. Okay, yeah, he's decent. It seemed like he. Well, I mean, I'm just jumping to conclusions here, but does he get many? Okay, goal, assist. Yeah, seems like he loves a yellow card and doesn't really score or get that many decisives. But yeah, looks a decent player. I don't think he'll be enough for me to want to play him ahead of Big Edward or over buying a Morioka. But Tom says Alessio Castro Montes, he's a defender but plays mid. That's what Baz was asking for, is it? Team of Morioka isn't very good, but if he scores the same as in the past, definitely a dub. Raheem says he'd go for Morioka. You know what? I'm just going to buy a Morioka. I'm going to splash a bit on a limited. The limited goat, or the Sorare goat, I guess. We're just going to buy him. Yeah, we're definitely just going to buy him. I'm just going to 2 seconds. I'm just going to buy him. You know what? It's done. We've gone and bought our Morioka. It feels like a waste having Big Edward now, but it is what it is. We've gone and splashed. We've spunked our ETH on a Morioka. I did have a Reynoso. I bought him earlier for like £77 and then sold him for like 82 a couple hours later. I think he's injured. So that basically means that, that'd just be stupid for me to risk him. Okay, now we're looking a little bit more meta than we did 2 minutes ago. Where is my Morioka? There he is, the boy. Decent matchup at home to UPenn. I like it. We're going to go with that for our specialist limited debut. Now, Underdog limited, we might be able to throw in a few players. I'm not sure how this is going to work out. But first of all, we're going to throw together an all-star rare team. We're going to go with Shunin in goals. I feel like that's a better matchup than Tigres away for Vargas. So we're just going to throw Shunin in. We're going to go with Big Angelo, my Sorare data prize, because it doesn't look like we have many other options there with Gomez injured. Here we're going to go with Burrell because he's basically a definite to start. I mentioned Ugbo. I don't even know if he's in the squad. Foythy might know a little bit more than me as the challenger expert, but I have nothing else to do other than play him. What is this? Fanboy Morioka and Zauri are insane. They will be amazing this season. I'm interested to see how they get on. Fanboy Tom, think it's worth doing specialist with a DMP goalie or just stick with a sick team in the academy? Yeah, I mean, I would probably stick with a good team in the academy. Personally, Fanboy said Ugbo won't play. Yeah, I kind of thought that was going to be the case, but I don't have anyone else to play. So unfortunately, Ugbo's just going to have to chill in there. And hopefully these 3 rares plus Shunin can scrape a little bit of ETH. I'm not hopeful at all. I might as well just play them, rather than not. I'm not losing anything by playing them. Okay, so that is that. Can we throw together, or do we? Okay, nah. I was thinking, do we do an underdog rare team? But I don't have a forward. Well, I have Ugbo, obviously he's not going to play, so we're going to have to go in and throw together a underdog limited team. Obviously, we can use one common, and then the rest of them will obviously have to be limited. Again, this team isn't going to be great, but you know what? It's better than nothing. It's basically all the limiteds I have. My under 23 MLS guys, we're just going to throw them together and see what happens. What is the worst that can happen? They all break their ACLs or tear their ACLs, which just wouldn't be ideal with it. Okay, so we've got an underdog limited team. We've got a specialist limited team. We have our all-star team, and we have our under 23 pro team. I don't think I can really stretch out anything else. Baz says, Ulvarsson, great for specialists, by the way. Check his L15 and L5. Noah says Javane Brown is injured. Yeah, I saw something about Javane Brown, to be fair. I know he came off injured the game before last and then played, like he came off the bench the last game. I'm not sure if he got injured again. He might have, so you might know a bit more than me. But I know he got injured in this game and then came off the bench in this game, as far as I'm aware. But I'll be completely honest, I don't really care too much about that underdog team. It's just I'm throwing together cards that I wouldn't be using. They'd normally just be in training because my Thomas Hassel is injured, basically. Baz says, yeah, check out Olsalfsson's L15. Am I going to spell this right now? Olvarsson. There he is. Olvarsson. Okay, so his... So could I play him in my specialist team as one of my no, because that's annoying, see, because it's showing that his L15 on Sorare is 42, but then if you go on Sorare data is 39. That's really annoying. Yeah, Baz, so I'm not sure if you're aware, but basically this is kind of a thing that us like OG Sorare players kind of know. For whatever reason, Foythy might be able to explain it a bit better, but yeah, the Sorare game weeks, like the L15s, are just calculated, I think, like 16 games rather than 15 on Sorare, and then the Sorare data is the L15, if that makes sense. It's something stupid like that. If someone else might be able to explain it a little bit better than I just did. But basically, they're just off by like one game, like Sorare compared to Sorare data. I don't know why. Well, I've tried to explain why, but I'm not sure if I've done that properly. But yeah, just a little bit annoying, isn't it? So yeah, I can't use him for specialist. Well, I guess I could, but he wouldn't count as... Well, we'll check. We'll see if it works. It probably won't work, will it? Oh, no, yeah, it didn't work, which we kind of knew. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that is that. Okay, Sorare locks their Opta while Sorare data continues to update theirs after the game week ends. Baz says he only started 2-3 months ago. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's kind of something that us OGs kind of know, but it's just annoying. And it just needs to be changed at some point. Okay, that is that. Have I thrown together... Okay, I've thrown together my SD League team in the form of this. Pedro Ferreira, I don't actually have in my gallery anymore right now because I've given him back to Sorare. So we're going to throw in Frankie Amaya instead. Excuse me. Yeah, I would like to play with one forward. Obviously, Ogbo's not going to play, so I'm a little bit short this week. I'm not expecting to win anything, to be honest. So yeah, that's my lineup for Sorare data, and then my Sorare mega situation. I haven't put anything in yet, but we can go ahead and do so. And now I'm having second. Okay, I have 3-4. Yeah, okay, we can do that. We'll go 3-5-2 because I'm struggling for defenders, to be completely honest. We'll go with Sean Johnson. We'll go with Big Wes. We'll go... Oh, this is tricky. George Campbell. And we might have to go Angelo here, hoping that he starts. Okay, we'll go Halls, Morioka, Yari Vasharan. It's a lovely 3, that is, to be fair. We'll go Varela, and then we'll go Big Ed. And up front, we'll go Ferreira and the Icelandic, I think he's Icelandic, Warrior up front. Okay. Alex Dobbins has just joined the party. Alex, what's going on, mate? Thank you for joining the stream. Lovely to see you in here. Yeah, hope you're doing well, pal. Okay, we only have one forward here in the form of Baribo, so we're going to have to just go with him. Midfield, we'll go with Ruiz and Caceres. I don't love this team. We'll go Palacios, and then we have to just go with Van der Voort, I guess. So that team's struggling a little bit, to be fair. And then we might be able to throw together a Mega 3. It's not going to look great, though, I don't think. Burrell. Oh, this is tricky. Pomical. Yeah, I'm not loving this at all, but you know what? It is what it is. It's better than nothing. First name of Olsvarsen is Thor. Okay, well, that's a lot easier to pronounce than what I'm seeing on his card. So I'm really glad you've let me know that. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so that's Sorare Meg out the way. I guess we don't really need Sorare data either. Okay, how do we feel these teams are looking? I like the look of under 23 Red Pro. I don't love my goalkeeper in terms of matchup, but the rest are relatively okay. I really like the look of the specialist team. On paper, they should do well. We'll obviously see over the next few days how this gets on. It's very meta, but there's always something that lets you down with the meta lineups normally. And then we've thrown together an all-star team and an underdog team, which I'm not expecting anything from, to be completely honest. Okay, so that is that. We will do I'll do my training lineups off stream. We don't need to do that there. I'm going to go over to the MLB just for 1 minute, just to show my lineup for this weekend. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest, but basically this is it. These are the boys I've picked. We've got Walker, Pajon, Aaron Judge, Cesar Hernandez, Jock Pedersen, Nathaniel Lowe, and Franchi Cordero. Yeah. Like I said, I don't really know too much about them. Some of the guys have 3 games, and then this guy has 2 games. But the prize pool is like 750 limited. So we'll see what happens. I'm not too bothered how that gets on, but it's something else to cheer on. Foythy says common tuning should be OP this game week, expecting a clean sheet. Okay, so if I expect a clean sheet off Big Shunin, then let's say he gets me, 40 points. Prasado, maybe 60 if I'm lucky. Burrell, if he can squeeze out 60, 70 with the captain's armband, you're looking at 170. And if Pomical gets me 50, we're looking at 220, boys. Hopefully we can scrape the first threshold. If possible, I don't know whether I should sell. Should I sell Big Edward? Or should I just keep him? Yeah, I'll keep him. I want to build a little limited contingency. So, we'll definitely keep him for the gallery. Okay, anything else we can really get into? Tom Carter says, I'm in the same boat with MLB. I ain't got a Scooby. Yeah, well, I was saying earlier, Tom, I don't know whether you're in the chat. I filmed like an hour-long video, hour and 15-minute video last night with a guy that knows everything about the Sorare MLB. His name's Sorare Noobs. TJ from America. And the website that I use to make the video, to press record and whatever, I'm using that now to stream. It's called Melon app. It's the same app that like the Sorare data guys use. And for whatever reason, I can't access the footage. And I was reading an email to like 10 minutes ago about, from them basically saying that they're trying to get my footage back or whatever. It was a server issue. So as soon as that is live, I've made the thumbnail for the video. It's going to go straight out. I was hoping to have it out today, but like I said, I can't access the footage right now, which is just super annoying. So once that's out, I honestly like this video is really going to help. Because I didn't have a Scooby myself. Chafik says I can watch 100 videos and I still won't understand it. Honestly, like I sat down with this guy last night at like 10 o'clock last night. Obviously, he's in America, so time's a little bit different. And I literally hour and 15 minutes, and I think I went from like knowing 0% about Sorare/Sorare MLB, from 0% about MLB/Sorare MLB, and now I'm probably at like 20-25% in terms of like just understanding the positions a bit more, understanding the matrix. We go over everything. Honestly, it's really, really insightful, to be fair. I didn't think it would be that, like beneficial to myself. So if it was that beneficial to me, I'm sure it'll be equally as beneficial to you guys as well, hopefully. Yeah, fanboy says solid pickup Holzhauser. Yeah, Hulls was a bit of a beast, wasn't he? Was that last year? Or was it the year before? It might have been the first year that I was on Sorare. I joined like midway through the season, so we've got we'll look at his all time. Yeah, so this is when like from like here game week 88 to like here, I guess. For those sort of 2 years, year and a half, he was an absolute beast, to be fair, in a really bad team. And then towards the end of last season, Bershot were absolutely shocking, as you can see here, getting substituted, being on the bench. His head was gone. He obviously wanted to move. He's too good for them, effectively. Foythy said he was worldy. Yeah, he was. He was an absolute tank. Look at these, 100, 81, 95, 97, 96. That is like as elite as it gets, really, Josh, he'll tell you as well. Like, I just don't understand what more you can really ask for from any midfielder on the game, never mind just a challenger midfielder. The guy was absolutely dynamite for a long time. Just loved an assist on set pieces. Just an all-round player. Doesn't run much, similar to me, but on the ball, he just makes things happen. I'm joking. I'm not comparing myself to Holzhauser, but yeah, wicked little pickup. Hopefully, like I said, he's moved club now, playing for a better club on paper, definitely. So I'm hoping that he can really regain that 2021 form. Bershot weren't that bad that year, to be fair. Made the playoffs. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it was last year, wasn't it? The Bershot was shocking, basically. Okay, I'm hoping Morioka went a bit. Didn't he go a little bit stale last year? I know he got injured for a little while. What am I doing here? Yeah, didn't he get injured for a little while last year, Morioka? Something went on. Okay, it was a few good scores. Yeah, so there's a little dip from like 242. He DMP'd for a few weeks, injured obviously, and then sort of regained the form towards the end of the season. But before that, as you can see, very similar to Holzhauser, obviously better. This guy, look at that game week 21. How wild is that? Morioka is a legit OG. Foythy said I had you down as a workhorse age. No, I am a luxury number 10, Josh, to be honest. Can't lie to you. Foythy Morioka had a spell where he was not so good. But yeah, look at these hundreds, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. 400, 96, 92, 92, 91, 91, 94, 91, 92, 90, 98, 90, 90. Jesus Christ. Those scores are frightening, really, aren't they? Obviously getting older again, but yeah, hopefully the boy hasn't lost it. He's obviously still in his Anderlecht kit for whatever reason. Just an absolute player, to be fair to him. So yeah, hopefully the Morioka and Holzhauser situation can work out well for me. Yeah, I'm now tempted to spunk my next 0.25 ETH, but I don't have any target, so yeah, let's not do that. That would be full degen mode from myself. But yeah, lads, there's not really much else going on. What did Big Jens finish on last night? Tonight. Sorry, 76. Okay. One thing I'm surprised with is Zhao Victor's price, lads, and I'm not like pumping him here, right? But like 0.56. I know ETH is increased, so maybe that's why my brain's not computing that price. But like, and it's the old card, even though it has 4%. I think he's going to smash for Benfica, to be completely honest. Maybe that's just my bias. I was obviously hoping for the Porto move, but Benfica is not as good because I can't stack him with Costa, but same league, obviously, equally as dominant of a team. Really, let's be honest. I'd be shocked if this guy doesn't do well in Portugal. Let me know what you think about that one. Fanboy says, do I own Zauri? No, I don't, to be fair. I think he'll be number one attacker this season. Okay, let's have a look at Zauri. 21, okay. I've seen his face before, to be fair. Like, I've seen his cards, but I've never really taken the plunge. Interesting, okay. He could have gone to Bruges, but he stayed. I'd love to stack him with my Morioka. Okay, that's something I'm actually quite interested in that, you know. Ooh, that's a cheap one there. You know what? I might just degen into one and just buy him. Do we think he's going to be that good? Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to buy. Do I buy it? Yeah, I'm going to buy it. I don't care. I need forwards. I need under 23 playing forward. So at that price, you know what? I'm just full degen mode now. I'm gone. Um, Raum is now close to joining Leipzig. That's not David Raum, no. I don't know why I just bought that guy, but I just did. I told you I wanted to spend my money, and I just did. That was full degen mode. Local leg. Foythy is on the ball. I was literally just thinking the same thing. He can now go in to my... Ooh, that opens things up now, though, lads, because I could do an underdog team, right? Fabrizio just tweeted about it. Right, this changes things. Foythy's just given me a new lease of life. Can I squeeze out an underdog rare team if I go buy you, but you won't regret him? Lol, it was just a suggestion, Mr. Degen. Fanboy, at that price, you know what? I'm willing to take the risk on any under 23 forward. To be honest, I'm low there, especially European ones. I have a couple, but I need options. I really do. So, excuse me, at that price, it's kind of in a weird way stupid for me not to do it. Right, let me get out of that weekly. What weekly is that? So I've joined the special. Is it this I've put him in? Yeah, let me get rid of that for now. Right, can I squeeze an underdog rare team out? Okay, we'll go Camilo Vargas. Well, it doesn't really matter, but we'll go Camilo Vargas. We'll go Angelo. We can go. We'll go Burrell. We can go Zauri. And then we could go Pomical. We could go Andreas Puria. We could go Paradella. Ooh, who do we go here? Gorna, but he's not going to play. Ooh, it's a tough one. Pomical's definitely going to play, so I'd like to think that would be the most, like, the safest choice. Paradella is probably most decisive capable if he plays. I worry that he isn't going to play. What would you do? Would you go Paradella or Paxton Pomical? Let me know in the comment section. Yeah, not sure what to do there, actually. Pomical is the safer option, though. And I guess, I don't know. I would go Paxton in decent form last few games. Yeah, he's been good. His AA game is always okay, like 10 to 15. Nothing, like sometimes he'll do like a 25, 20, but just lacks decisives. I just worry. I don't know. Yeah, we'll go Paxton. You know what? It's not so much a risk. We'll just play it safe. That's not always the best way to play this game. Fanboy has said Paxton as well. Okay. We'll listen to Bass and Fanboy. Seems like the most logical thing to do. And then we'll go into All-Star again. This is going to be completely a complete guessing game, to be honest. We're back to Ugbo, and we're just going to throw in Perea, sorry. Ooh, we'll captain Paradella, just see what happens. That team's not going to grab ETH, I know for a fact. But now we have managed to squeeze out an underdog rare team, which is just, yeah, nice to see, really, isn't it? It's something else to cheer on. So these are our three main teams, and then obviously we've got our little All-Star team. I'm going to leave the underdog limited team. I don't think it's really worth throwing anything in, is it? Maybe it is. Should we just do it for the sake of it? Yeah, why not? Why not? We'll throw Leschuk in goals. We'll go Javane Brown, Big Thor, and Pira, and we'll just captain Thor. Why not? It's another team to cheer on. Wow, yeah, I've gone full degen tonight, lads. Spunked almost all my ETH on a Morioka and Zauri. Cheeky little stack, Charloy. So, yeah, obviously one rare, one limited. And yeah, we'll just see how that goes. Hopefully we can place in the limited specialist this weekend. And yeah, lads, you know what? We're going to probably call it there. We've gone an hour, to be fair. And yeah, I honestly don't really have too much else to go over. So yeah, we're probably going to leave it there. Like I said, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to jump in the shower. And yeah, get ready for bed, to be fair. But lads, it's been an absolute pleasure. Like I said, I will, if I don't get the MLB video out tomorrow, I'll definitely get out the Sorare data / Sorare mega tutorial situation. You guys watching obviously probably all know, what to do, but there's, for whatever reason, I had a load of messages on Twitter asking me to make those videos because people were out of the loop. They didn't really understand what Sorare data leagues and cups were and Sorare mega. So yeah, I've made a little video. Yeah, just explaining that. Massive good luck to everyone. J Vic, thank you for joining us tonight. Fanboy as well. Tom, really do appreciate it. Joshy says, good luck, Cage. 8 lineups this week for him. Wicked stuff, Joshy. I'm always checking up on your lineups on Sorare data. I'm always typing in your name, seeing how you're getting on. So yeah, really do appreciate it, lads. Massive good luck to you all. If we could leave a like, I know I've already asked once, but honestly, it means a stupid amount to me. You just don't understand. And yeah, been an absolute pleasure, lads. Like I said, I'm jumping in the shower and I'm going to get ready for bed. Been a pleasure, and I shall see you guys Monday, maybe on live stream, if I have a team for midweek, which I don't think I do. But other than that, there'll be a load of videos out. I've filmed a stupid amount of videos over the last few days. So yeah, they'll all be pumped out for the next few days. Have a wicked game week, and I shall see you guys in, definitely next Thursday, if not Monday.